Hey, welcome everyone. Today is the beginning of our lesson for finding the distance between 2 points. And we're working inside of Desmos. This is the screen that you should see if you followed that link and that class code. And they've given us 2 points that we're going to graph on this graph paper and find out what the distance between there are. So you've got a pencil here, and you've got colors, you've got a line tool and eraser. So let's start. And I'm going to change my color to red so you can see it better. And now here's my pencil to draw with. -3, 2 is my first point or dot that I'm going to put on the paper. So I always start at my origin, and that's 0. And I'm going to count -3, 1, -2, -3, and then I go up 2 because that's positive. 1, 2, and there's my first point right here, -3, 2. Then I'm going to do the second one, 5, -2. Again, I start at my origin as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now -2, and it goes down, starting at 0 here, -1, -2. So the whole lesson, everything we're doing all this week is you're going to get 2 dots on a piece of graph paper on a coordinate plane, and you're asked how far is it between the 2 dots. So we're going to go ahead and use this line tool here, and I'm going to draw a line so we actually see what we're talking about. This is the line that we're talking about, the distance between those 2 dots. And the way we're going to do it is by what we've learned last week with Pythagorean theorem, and that's if I have a right triangle and I know 2 of the sides, I can figure the 3rd side. Now I'm going to go to another color here just because it's easier to see and use my line tool. And I'm going to draw that right triangle by using vertical and horizontal lines. So I'm going to go straight down to here and then straight horizontal across over to here, and then you can see that right triangle. Do you see it now? That's what we're doing. And anytime you have 2 points on a coordinate plane, I can make a right triangle by drawing vertical up and down and horizontal left, right, and I have this automatic right triangle. So the next thing I'm going to do is well, what is the length of each side here? And these are our legs. And we can just count the squares. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my pencil. Let me use blue just so we can see a different color. And I'm going to start here at 0 to count my squares. So I have 0, 1 square, 2, 3, 4. So this length here is 4 units long. And then over here, again, starting at 0, because we're counting how many units across, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so this side length is 8. I have a hunch that some of you are already way ahead and have figured out that length, and that's great. So here, I've got my right triangle, a side 4, a side 8. And what's left? Well, now we're just going back to what we learned yesterday. I take my legs and I turn them into a square. And so I'm going to show my math over here. We're just doing 4 times 4 equals 16. And I'd like you to show you in here, have you show your work for me so I can see what you're doing. And then that 8 times 8 equals 64. And then those 2 numbers, since those are legs, they add up to the hypotenuse. So I'm taking my 16 plus my 64, and I get 80. So the distance is not 80. That's the area of the square. So my final step is take the square root of 80, and that equals, let's see, what 9 times 9 is 81. It's got to be an 8.9. Use your calculator to be sure, but I think you get 8.9. And that's it. Then you're done. You have shown me all of your work. Now, I believe in Desmos that it'll save everything you do. I'd love to see you do 2, 3, or even all of them, and I can make comments on this and send them back to you. Or you can pull out your phone and take a quick picture of the screen and send it to me. There's a lot of ways you can share this work with me. So that's our introduction to distance between 2 points. All right, I look forward to see your work. Thank you.